Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second episode of TWR in the German Perspective. If you remembered from the last episode why I wanted to recreate the last episode and this current one you're going to be seeing now, you have to go back to the first episode in the beginning of a video to refer what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go! So, anyway, as how we see things, the Senate, like I said in the last video, is now ruling over the party. And just to be safe, the Kingdom of Sweden send its regards? Come on. A pretty show of force. Glory to the heroes, the Council Coalition, Metropolitan Terror Attacks, gosh darn it. But here's what I'm actually going to try and do. I'm going to try to make sure that I also intervene in the Commissariat's internal struggles, while also trying to maintain stability at home. So if I'm able to avoid the Civil War while also trying to help with deliberate downfalls of the Commissar as well, I might have a chance to still keep hold of some influence. It's just a matter of when. So I know the first nation to go up in flames would be the People's Choice. We shall go with Speer and Mr. Master Propaganda Man. Rommel's speech, thank you, Field Marshal. I appreciate it. If I know correctly, the first nation to implode will be Moscowan. And then the Caucasus, then Ukraine, and finally Ostland, if we've also seen from the Italy video series. But this time, rather than just watching the Commissars implode, I'm gonna be basically... Let Eva Braun speak. Exactly, let the woman speak. Who cares about Cambodia? Yawn. Yep, right on cue. Now it's time for me to intervene. There we go, now that I'm basically going to intervene, I gotta make sure that that Commissar gets the grand funeral for the leader of Mr. Mustache Man. Rest in peace. Oh, hold on. Let me just get... Alright. The West Russian War. Okay, time to get a crackin' in on this war. The Third Spanish Republic. I should have basically invaded Ordenstadt Banat when I had the chance in the first episode, but... Hang on. There we go. I transported the garrison from there back to mainland Germany. So let's see. Well, this is heavily concerning. Oh, the Free Russian movement already capitulated, but first, let me help the Caucasus out a bit with this problem. There we go. Now, we help them out. Moscow will get back all its lands. Now it's time we turn my attention to this northern front up here. Oh dear. The Ukrainian collapse. Now let's handle the Moscow Red Army here. And my boy Hans Speidel will be handling that situation. Secure the grain supplies. Yep, they've just been overrun. Okay, now... You know what? Maybe my... Oh, so that's how it's gonna be now, Romania. Huh? You asked for it. The complete collapse of the Caucasus. Well, at least the northern area of the Caucasus still survives. That's good. If I can be able to overrun the northern forces here, I might get a chance. War bonds. Man. There's just more places just declaring war. Alright, the Moscow Red Army has finally capitulated. About time. Now my boy Hans Speidel will have to help deal with the Ukraine. This time, with another trickery. Now we can help out the Ukraine. And since I have 58 soldiers... Hang on. I can also use the other soldiers in this region to help. Alright. Knock out a huge region here. Good, we're gonna knock out Romania. Let's see. Mr. Security Man and Bormann form a secret bloc. Improve land appropriation. DNA structure discovered, an intriguing discovery. Romania is done for. Now to handling with Romania. Set up a puppet government. Northern Transylvania problem. To Hungary. Obviously, like, I have to give them Hungary anyway. Well, Transylvania to Hungary, yeah. And the Odessa problem, that's gonna be solved a bit later. If there's one general I can trust to help clean up the Caucasus, it's Hans Speidel. Production Day. Good, the Red Army here is now captured as well, and capitulated. Ukraine's mess has now been cleared up. Germany is boiling. Now Hans Speidel, we're gonna handle... Wait, hold on. Hey, where are you going? Oh yeah, because of the independent. Alright. But let me help the Caucasus. Alright, even though I'm causing like 100% of a generated war tension, you gotta admit that I'm still trying to make sure I keep all of Germany alive at this point. And the Komazars as well. Reforming the brown shirts again, seriously? Bormann can do whatever he needs to. Now it's time to get back up on our feet. Improved conditions, industrial land appropriation. Various warlord countries have just surrendered. Various countries surrendered, but I shall take both. Yep, the Caucasus is... Oh, hold on, just gotta make one more final treaty. Yep, now much of the Caucasus is back in control. Moscow. Let Goering in. Yep, the Komazars are now back in stability control. Under their leaders, of course. Bormann stands firm. And I did this all with trying to keep the Caucasus and the other Komazars together. I know Ostland is going to be the big impetus, so I might as well try to prepare myself. Crush the... oh boy. The death of Lukov. That's a tragedy. Well, the new order still stands, but as a decreased, influence. I mean, the Toronto Accords is seeing this as a way that Germany is still trying to sort out itself. Wait, what? A Communist Social Republic of Mexico? Oh yeah, I did say that. Wait, if it's a socialist Marxist-Leninist, then why are they a partner of the Accords? That makes no sense. Oh lord. Some things just intrigue me so much that I just don't even bother. Let's speed things up before I get bored. We don't have any exile divisions. Alright, it's over with Bormann. Oust him. We shall invite Speer and Goebbels. Let's see. Yep, this says right here. Yep, says right here. After the new leaders of Germany shall further steps to solidify the control and prevent another political collapse similar to the one after his death. Huh. Unless the relevance of... Yep. When one is exercising a demon, you can't be too careful. Storm the quarters. And we have order reestablished. Yep, they are purged. They are purged. All loyal elements of Waffen and other higher-ups have been sidelined, including Heinrich himself. Both organizations have been greatly weakened and will never be able to influence politics again. Oh boy, what a victory! Remove Ernst Kaltenbrunner and Heinrich. The German Civil War has been completely avoided. We only want proper Wehrmacht soldiers this time in the army. And these are the guys only left. Yep, we basically avoided the Civil War by going to the Goebbels and Bormann, to the Goebbels and Speer route. An upper middle class family. Hey, upper middle class family. At least Speer knows how to live up to a middle class. Back in his youth, which is what I see as a better alternative. Now we wait for order to be reestablished and all that stuff. But first, let me change some of these ugly borders. Some of these borders inside other countries are just ugly. Let me change. There we go. Some of the borders have now been properly fixed. And well, I have to say, Ukraine makes its own front. That's really nice. But now, let me deal with one big fish to fry, and that's the Banant. I can't stand to see them like that. It's annoying. I'm gonna need to do something. Now I declared war on the Banant, so let's get this over with. Okay, so I wanted to cancel out the national focus a bit, because I wanted to actually make sure Serbia gets its proper border before I wanted to start. Alright. Alright, now we can go back and reestablish order. And trust me, this will take long, so... they but failed due to our effectiveness. Okay. Crush the terrorists. Oh, I didn't get to read this yet. The spectre that haunted Germany is now vanished. Its power broken, its ever-seeing eyes blinded, nothing stands in the way of the alliance of Speer and Goebbels, and a consolidation of political forces in the Reichstag will secure our rule over the Reich for the foreseeable future. Even the Wehrmacht, famously apolitical, has sworn a loyalty toward us, and the remainder of the armed forces is purging itself of suspected political opponents as we speak. Glory to Germany, glory to the leader. So I guess that means basically the other four versions basically lead to civil war. The reason why in TWR I wanted to go with this alliance, I know it's similar to the TNO one, but at least this one, unlike TNO actually avoids this, gives me a chance to avoid the civil war altogether for Germany. Even though I'm playing the same leader, like in TNO, you can't deny the fact the one difference with the alliance with Speer and Goebbels is that one, I avoided the civil war without a shot being fired. You can't argue with that logic, because at least the Thousand Week Reich developers gave it a bit of thought that if you want to avoid the civil war, I had to go for this focus tree, which I didn't realize that it actually would work. Okay, let's see how many days left we have. 6 days left, finally. And then we head on to the new Germany. An iron fist grips the Reich. Splendid, unyielding, ruthless dissidents disappear from the streets as the new Gestapo begin their subtle work. A kidnapping here. A secret public murder there. It almost feels like it's having Soviet mixed with People's Republic of China vibes. Like, but I also forgot. Russia's a paternal autocrat country. Finally, now I can be able to... What's going on now? Oh, the Montero coup. But I guess that means now the Komozars can be able to expand a bit into... Well, most likely from Moscow. If I can give them a white peace. Let's see if... Okay, look. Focus bypassed. Alright. The Gross Deutsches Heer. The Heer suffers not from an organization or doctrinal issue. The problem is simple instead, not involving every citizen. From the lowliest housewife to the leadership in the Wehrmacht, we must take the Heer into an organization encompassing the entire nation to begin a total war in future if necessary. Can't argue with that logic. You're gonna need it. And every... This is kind of strange. A bunker coup in Spain? Shocking. I wonder if this could give me the chance to use... I wonder if this could give me the chance to try to get Moscow and the Caucasus back in. I might as well try that, if I can. The only two countries I could get for the time being back were Ukraine and Moscow, so at least I'm getting back my influence in Eastern Europe, while doing some changing reforms. Continuing the overseas testimonies. Now with Speer and Goebbels now together, I might as well try and have my fun unleashing my power. But let's see, I want to also get rid of this bit here. Turkey intervenes in Syria? That's interesting. Alright, time to end this charade once and for all. Sevastopol will be given back to Ukraine. Gordon's... Yep, now Ukraine is fully won. Hang on, let me change the borders here. I don't like these borders. These borders look a bit much better. They were driving me crazy. Au revoir. Independence through might. The Wehrmacht. The Wehrmacht, the infamous ground armies of the German Reich, the years have not been kind to them. It's no secret during the European War, forces of Germany were overstretched at the time, close to breaking point. The army must have a changing chance. A cooperation bloc. Cooperate between the high-ranking leaders is most important for its stability, and for a man like Speer, who has always the odd one out in terms of the inner circle politics, would certainly require assistance from others. It's almost like as if you have, like in the USSR, in the timeline of, like if you had Trotsky delegate powers to the former White Russian army, since he actually had that kind of idea. Transylvanian what? Truce. A regional conflict ends. Yeah. Romanian Prime Minister assassinated. Presumably disgruntled by Romania's lackluster results. Oh boy. Uncertain times and what else? Declared a state of emergency over Romania. Memorial Day of a moment. Remember the beer hall. The Mediterranean Union, huh? Oh. Horia Sima. Well, legionary infighting? Wow, that's gotta hurt. Let's see their focus tree. Our eyes on Transylvania, Gardus victory, etc. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Mustache's ideas. Okay, let's see here. Speer summons the Gauleiters. Alright. Leadership coalition. Resuming the reforms. Speer will not be deterred. Mr. Mustache's reforms must be continued, and Speer shall shape Germany into Mr. Mustache Man's image. I don't know, every time when I say Mr. Mustache Man, it's like you can refer to any mustache man with any kind of mustache. The twirliness. Forming the Speer clique. Mr. Speer, a self-proclaimable mustache-manist, follower and manager of Germany, is a pragmatist. His policies are flexible at times, but to solidify political power means abandoning his pragmatic doctrine and choosing a dedicated path and to all of these ideologies. Mr. Speer needs to acquire necessary political support even if Speer chooses to be a reformist, moderate, or a hardliner. Well, at least I still hold on to some ounce of both the two Commissars here. And the Toronto Accords. Ha ha, in your face, you can't intervene in my civil war. Oh. Seems like Norway just kinda yeeted themselves out of my alliance. Oh well. Have fun getting invaded, Romania. Not by me, but the Toronto Accords, because I know they want to get you back. National Legionary State. That's just insanity. Insanity for someone who doesn't know how to handle stuff. Add Norway back. Military coup in Perm. The National Club is formed. Hooray! And Norway is back in the alliance. I can only send German support to 4 different countries. Two days left. Sideline Mr. Goebbels. Let's see. Create the National Codex. This will actually help balance out the decreased support for Spear and the increase. Anyway, I may have to say that's going to be it for now for the second episode. However, I will continue in the next episode where Germany will have to reform, and there's going to be a secret surprise for all the 4 Commissars in a later political focus if I might band them all together as one large Commissar. Like, that's just insane. Like, all 4 Commissars banded as one. Like, Commissar, German, Russia. That'd be crazy, though. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Like it, like I said. Share, subscribe with family and friends. And I'll see you guys next time for the 3rd episode.